is that a lot of people, you know, they just quit dreaming. You know, maybe they've failed one too many times. Maybe they were just disappointed. Maybe they don't have the self-confidence. Maybe they don't have a vehicle. Maybe they don't have a way. Maybe they don't have a person to come alongside and say, hey, I'm here. I'm going to work with you. I'll help you. I'll show you the way. I'll give you the steps. Maybe they haven't had that. Some people have just stopped dreaming. Some people, interestingly enough, don't even know how to dream. How do you dream? I want you to think about something, okay? People fly all over the world. We can pick up a telephone and call somebody anywhere in the world and talk to them straight away, right? We're sitting here on computers. We have light in the room, right? I mean, isn't it amazing, you know? We've got light. We can talk to people around the world. We can fly around the world. What is it? Do you ever stop to think that light bulbs, airplanes, and telephones all have one thing in common? They all have one thing in common. You know what the airplane, the light bulb, and the telephone, you know what they all have in common? At one point in time in history, they were absolutely, unequivocally, without a doubt, unquestionably impossible. Impossible, right? Couple thousand years ago, I say, yeah, you go and you climb in that little box over there and it's going to take off and it's going to land on the other side of the world. You're right. Right. I mean, the birds fly. Yeah. That's for birds. That's not for us. Right. Or telephone. Hey, you're talking with this box and you can talk to somebody who's on the other side of the world. Whoa, are you kidding me? You know? And so, I mean, think about it. So how did the impossible become possible? It all begins with imagination. And so this is why imagination is so important. Okay? Imagination. Napoleon said, imagination rules the world. See? One guy says, imagination is more important than knowledge. Imagination is more important than knowledge? Wait a minute. Knowledge is king. Knowledge is power. What idiot said that? Some guy named Albert Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge. See? So it all begins with imagination. You know, they see that bird flying through the sky. It says, wow, what if we could figure out how that bird flies? What if we could figure it out? You know, in the early pictures, you used to see them, you know, putting feathers on their wings and, you know, flaps on their wings to see if they could figure out how that would work for them, right? You know? And so the, you know, the guy hollers across the valley, hello, 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 right? And think, what if we could get that sound to go across the mountain like it goes across the valley? What if? You see, it all starts with the imagination, the what if questions, you see? Hey, what if we could take that lightning in the sky? What if we could capture that lightning, put it in a box, and then open it up at night when it's dark? What if we could figure that out? What if we could just figure that out, if we could capture that light? See, it all begins with the imagination, the what if, right? And then the imagination, what that does, the imagination gives you the inspiration to get up and go, see? Imagine it. All right, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do it. I'm going for it. I'm gonna figure it out, right? And so they get up and they start really going for the deal, right? And then it's so exciting, right? And, I mean, it's unbelievable. And then the imagination gives you the inspiration to get up and go, right? I mean, think about this. Try to get a kid up out of bed to go to school and take a test they haven't studied for, right? Mom, I don't feel so good, Mom. I don't feel so good. Oh, I don't think I can make it, right? Now, try to get that same kid to get up out of bed, to get on an airplane, to fly to America, to go to Disney World. You know? Oh, 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Mom, is it time yet? Is it time yet? Can we go yet? But darling, I thought you weren't feeling very well. Oh, no, I'm feeling much better now, right? You see, when there's an imagination, when our imagination starts to run wild, we get a lot more energy, and it's a natural energy. So imagination gives us the inspiration, what? To get the information. The inspiration to seek it out, search it out. Who knows what about this? You know, what can I learn and who can I learn it from? I need to gather the knowledge. I need to read the books, go to the seminars, listen to the tapes, listen to the messages. I got to get all that I can, read the books, right? And what can I find out about this? And so once I've gathered that knowledge, that information, then what do? I get some consultation. Who knows more about this subject through my study? Who knows more about this than anybody else? I need to go talk to them. Listen, if you're the number one retailer, but you're bottom on the list on recruiting, and you want to learn to recruit, who are you going to talk to? Another retailer? No. Talk to somebody who knows how to recruit. You see, talk to somebody who knows more than you do, and hopefully find out the best, the number one, that person who knows more about the subject that you're looking into than anybody else. You know, the thing is you'd be amazed at how willing people are to share with you what they've learned. I mean, they really are, and it's absolutely phenomenal. They really will, and especially in Herbalife. I mean, where else do you get the top 1% of the income earners willing to share with you and open book and tell you everything that they do and how they do it and why they do it? I mean, what an amazing community that we live in here. I mean, it really is phenomenal. And so after the consultation, you say, okay, what's missing here? What do I need to know? What do I need to know in order to do what I got to do? One of those questions I learned to ask, right? I mean, it's just great, right? And so once I gather that, now once I've gathered the knowledge, I've got some consultation as to how to make some of the applications, then what do? I do just that. I make the application. I've got the imagination, the inspiration to get up and go, and then I get the information that I need through the book seminars and that, then I get the consultation for those who have experience in it, right? And after I've got the consultation, now I need to make the application. I need to get to work. See, it's not the truth that you know that helps you. It's the truth that you apply that helps you. It's not what you know that makes the difference. It's what you do that makes the difference. See, and that's what's so powerful. And when you make the application, when you get into action, the action has results. The choices have consequences. And so the results result in celebration. Isn't that great? Celebration. Okay? Imagination, inspiration, information, consultation, application, celebration. And we get to celebrate. We have victory. We're going to win. Now, maybe at a different time and pace than somebody else, but we're going to win. And we're going to feel good about it. We're going to feel good about the decisions that we made. And you know what happens? The impossible becomes possible. You know what that proves to me? That impossible is temporary. Impossible is temporary. Flying, impossible, but that was temporary until the Wright brothers came along. Talking across the world on a box, impossible until Alexander Bell came along, right? You know, light at night, impossible until Thomas Edison came along. Impossible is temporary. Jim Rohn, let me finish with this. Jim Rohn said, you know, that there's two pains in life. There's the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. You know, when I hear those sayings, I take them home, just like I'm asking you to do. Go home, take a look at your notes. How do I apply this? How do I personalize this? And I took that saying home and I thought, why is that? Why is it that the pain of discipline weighs ounces and the pain of regret weighs tons? And I says, oh, wait a minute, I get it. The pain of discipline results in celebration and the pain of regret results in explanation. And I'd much rather celebrate than explain. I have to explain. And so as you go your ways, as you move on from here, I ask that you go home, review your notes, and look and say, how can I use this information to change my life? How can I make the applications and adjustments to my life that will allow me to be more effective as a result of having been here this weekend. I hope it's made a difference for you. And I look forward to being able to see you face to face and to be able to give you a great big hug and where we can meet and gather together and celebrate together. God bless and have a great rest of the year.